Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. As always, people, make sure that you lot are smashed up the likes. Make sure that you're subscribing to the channel. Roll to 10K, as I keep saying, people. We're nearly on 6K, yeah? Because Thursday right now is feeling like deja vu for us, people, yeah? W after W after W, yeah? I ain't taking this shit for granted. Because I remember last season, right? We go away to Middlesbrough. They had so many injuries, and it was a shit show of a performance. Because we had a clown in charge, yeah? Now we've got a big dog in charge, yeah? Who makes sure that his A team and his B team are both switched on. Makes sure that the likes of Nkunku, the likes of Vega, the likes of Felix, all these men, when they played in the Conference League, Dewsbury Hall, he makes sure that all these men want to turn up so they can break into the first team for the Prem, yeah? Guys like Madueke today, putting out a good performance. So now, it's headache settings at the weekend against Everton. Is he going to start Neto? Is he going to carry on with Madueke? Because he put in a very, very good cross today, people. And we'll speak about that, right? That was Neto-esque, yeah? This guy's learning. He's starting to improve his crossing. I'm seeing him, yeah? The past few games I've been seeing. Southampton, very dangerous crosses. Last game against Brentford, very dangerous cross for Cucurella. Very good cross again today for Guiu, yeah? And then he just comes off at half-time. You know what I mean? So today, I was looking at the game and I was expecting a professional performance at home. You know what I mean? We put out a very good lineup. You know, you're seeing the likes of Sakyi, Vega, Cucurella. Obviously, can't play at the weekend. Nkunku playing in midfield for me. Hattrick George starting. Like I said on the pod earlier, it's a massive opportunity for him now because Madueke ain't here. You know what I mean? You haven't got a senior ahead of you right now. It's basically you. That is your position in the Conference League. You know what I mean? Acheampong finally signed his contract starting today. Again, you know what I'm saying? Madueke, I was looking at him as well. Guiu. There were so many things I was so interested in for this game because, let's be real, it was a nothing game really because we've already qualified. But you still want to make sure that you're scoring, you know, good goals and you're playing well. You know, because for me personally, I've seen us play well in pretty much every game, barring when we played Servette on that fucking Hackney Marshes pitch. You know what I'm saying? But for this game, you know, Maresca sort of put out a diamond. So you had Disasi who was playing in the middle of the centre backs, and then you had Acheampong playing right centre back / sort of right back driving forward, and then you had Vega that was taking up the left centre back role. Cucurella was inverting into the midfield to make that diamond. Hattrick George was holding the width as the left winger. Nkunku was playing as the 10. Cassidy was playing as like the 6, the pivot. Not the pivot, sorry. He was playing as the 6, the lone 6, and then you had Dewsbury Hall that was playing on the right hand side. You know, Guiu up top as we always know in the Conference League, and then you've got Madueke on the right as well. And for me, the football in that first half was just brilliant. I was honestly just sitting there in awe. I'm thinking, yo, this is mad how the second team can just come in and pretty much do exactly what the first team are doing as well. Yeah, and I keep saying that. That's a sign of a good coach. We've seen that over the years with the likes of Klopp. Doesn't matter who comes in, they play the same way, right? We've seen it over the years with Pep, the greatest coach that I've personally seen. Doesn't matter who comes out and who goes in, they play the same way. And I'm seeing that right now at Chelsea. Yeah, you can't take these results for granted, people, like I said, because last year was losing to teams like Middlesbrough, right? But I thought in that first half was moving the ball well, you know, very well. Mark Guiu in this game, unbelievable. You know, in terms of the anticipation for the goals that he scored. The first goal that he scored, the defender makes a mistake and heads it back towards the keeper, right? Not knowing that Guiu's there. And that's something that I've spoken about. Even in the summer, I said, this guy for me, out of everyone that I was watching, Duran, Sesko, Omarodian, all of these, man, he actually impressed me the most. I actually saw more in terms of his game because I'm looking at his age in comparison to everyone else. And I'm like, yo, this guy does not play like no 18-year-old, bro. Yeah? He plays like how you'd expect players from Barcelona to play. Very tidy on the ball and the pressing from the front. There were so many clips I was showing these lot, Gemini in the group chat. Big up Gemini in the group chat, Couch. I was showing all these guys in the group chat, yo, look at the way this guy presses, right? And the goals that he's scoring from his pressing, yeah? So when he's scoring goals like today, I'm not surprised. He's going to have so many more goals like this in his career because he sniffs danger. He's a natural striker, right? Especially in the box as well. His movement in the box is very good. But for that first goal, the anticipation was brilliant for him to just get onto the end of that with his head. You know what I mean? And then for the second goal as well, that was very good as well from him, right? He reads the back pass and the finish on his left foot as well, because he's not even left-footed. And that's another thing that I was telling these lot about as well. I said left foot, right foot. I'm seeing this guy in the box just finishing chances. Every time he's in front of goal, You're not seeing him blasting it over. When I was watching guys like Omarodian and that, I'm seeing these guys blasting it over. I'm seeing Duran kicking it from so far at times. I know Duran obviously playing the Prem now. He's playing well. But this is what I was watching in the summer, people, from last season, right? Guiu was a lot more composed. And today that finish was very similar to the finishes I was seeing him doing at Barcelona. You know what I mean? Very good finish from him, right? He created that goal for himself pretty much, yeah? And then for the third goal, again, very good ball from Madueke. And that's, again, something that he's clearly learning from watching the likes of Neto. You know, Maresca must be telling him now as well, yo, when it comes to crossing in the final third, you need to improve. And we all know Madueke does a lot of training away from Chelsea as well. And it's all helping him because, like I said, since he's been dropped, I'm actually seeing him putting in some dangerous balls, dangerous whips. Yeah, that sort of ball, that's the sort of ball that Palmer does, Saka does, you know what I mean? Yamal, they're the sort of balls that they put in, right? Guiu, and again, he gets another one on that one, right? And that's what I'm talking about, his movement, the heading in the box, the variety in the goals that he's scoring right now, people, right? He is a good player, very good player. And people, stop calling him Guiu, Matisse, stop calling him Guiu. It's Mark Guiu, yeah? Respect the brother. You know what I mean? Because when I was watching him against Servette, that was not looking like the player that I was watching in Barcelona, right? That goes down to confidence. When you're a young player and you've moved club and you've moved country, you've got to learn the language and all these things, and the pressure of playing for a big club like Chelsea. Obviously, yes, he was at Barcelona, but end of the day, he was at Barcelona his whole life. It's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? You're coming to Chelsea with a lot of pressure, right? I could see it in his game. He was looking so erratic. If you guys remember that open goal that he missed at the bridge as well, that was so bad. And I'm like, yo, this ain't what I was watching. And I was seeing so many people writing him off, right? I'm thinking, bro, that's his first game. Like, give the guy a rest. You know what I mean? But now you're seeing in the past few games, I think he's actually got the most goals now in the conference league. He's got 6 goals in the conference, right? And again, he's been very sharp, bro. Even his all-round game today, his link-up play, the way, like I said, he holds up the ball at times. He's just very, very tidy. And for me, ideally, what I would have liked this season was for him to be coming off the bench instead of Nkunku, right, up top. Because what Guiu offers us off the ball is a lot more than what Nkunku offers us off the ball, right? When Nkunku comes on off the bench for Jackson, he just kind of lets the centre-backs go towards him. He does nothing, right? The centre-backs, they just know there's no physical presence up there. Whereas Guiu, up against tired legs, when he comes on, you know he's going to chase man down. You know he's going to try and make goalkeepers make some stupid mistakes, like what Forster was making today, right? Those mistakes, by the way, Forster were fucking comical, right? But that's the thing that Guiu will offer you. But unfortunately for him, obviously, like I've said before, we signed Felix, which meant that, you know, Nkunku now has to go up top. If we didn't sign Felix, it would have been Nkunku that's coming on in midfield, and you would have been seeing Guiu getting more minutes up top. You know what I'm saying? But I'm really hoping that in the second half of the season, you start to get a lot more opportunities off the bench in the Prem as well, right? Yes, I know he's 18, but like I said, he is not built like an 18-year-old. And for me, he's more of a natural striker. He can give us more of a plan B. We need to put in balls in the box if Jackson's not doing enough against these sort of low blocks, right? He can get something onto it. If you remember last game as well, right? The goal that he scored, he picked up the ball from way outside the box, ran with it, created that goal for himself. The second goal that he scored, the movement in the box was top, right? And again, that's what I was watching when I was watching this guy at Barcelona. The movement in the box and the pressing is what stuck out to me the most, yeah? I was watching this guy as a 14-year-old, 15-year-old, just towering over people. And I was showing these lot in the group chat, again, people, that's what I'm saying. You don't need to invest in Wisecout, right? Because everything that you're seeing him doing now, I was seeing him doing at Barcelona. All it needs now is to keep learning, you know, keep building that confidence, and then we go from there. And like I said, I hope we start to see him a little bit more in the Prem because, you know, I can't really overly judge in this competition, but you can only, you know, do what you need to do up against the opposition you're facing, right? So again, I thought it was a very, very good performance from him. And yeah, it was his hat-trick again today. I thought Acheampong at the back today was brilliant, man. Just to read you guys a few stats here. He registered more successful duel battles, 8 out of 9, and more successful tackles, 2 out of 2, than any other player for either Chelsea or Shamrock. Josh was 100% on his successful aerial duel battles as well, and take-ons, you know? And that's what I really like about this guy, man. He seems to sniff out danger. Obviously, he's a tall brother as well. So in terms of his legs, he can just stretch his legs and get to the ball before the opponent a lot of the time. Very, very comfortable in the ball. You know, in the first half, you saw him playing at right centre-back. In the second half, he moves across and plays more centrally as a centre-back. You know, and he was so comfortable. In the box, I'm seeing him making some clearances as well. He's a very, very good player, man. Very good player. And I'm so happy that we've signed this guy on, because this could have been potentially, you know, like losing Lewis Hall or Livermento and all of these guys. So I'm happy that he's here to stay, and he's definitely going to have a part to play going forward as well, people. Because like I said, Gusto can't maintain fitness every single game, right? And same thing as Reece James. Comes back for 1 game, 3 games, and then he's gone. You know what I mean? So I'm very, very happy that we've got Josh in the squad now. And congrats to him and Tyreek as well, man, for getting their own locker room and getting their name and that. That's big, people. That's big, bro. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people that were ballers at Chelsea and they weren't able to make it to the first team, right? So these lot, don't take it for granted. I'm telling you, bro. There's been ballers over the years that have not made it to the first team. You know what I mean? But yeah, Tyreek was another one as well that really impressed me in that first half. The way he was taking on his man. Today, I was actually seeing him trying to facilitate as well. Obviously, me and Rance were speaking about him because Rance was saying his decision-making is not the greatest. And I was agreeing with him. But I was saying, for me personally, that's something that he can improve in his game, right? With experience, with coaching, right? So many different scenarios. And today you could see he wasn't really looking to shoot as much as what I've seen from him usually. He was actually looking to whip in some crosses. And there were some dangerous crosses that he was putting in. You know what I mean? So that's what I need from him. I need a little bit more variety in his game. Because so far, I've mainly seen him just trying to shoot. It's like, yeah, I know you want to get your goal. But bro, sometimes you got to facilitate for others. That's what you're there to do as a winger sometimes. You need to create and you also need to score goals, right? But I thought he was very good in the first half. Second half, he didn't really look as comfortable on the right. There was one time where he kind of like cut back. He skipped past the defender. He tried to shoot, but then someone blocked it. But away from that, you know, in the first half, like I said, I thought he was very good, man. I thought Dewsbury Hall was a lot better today. He took his goal well, the third goal that we scored. Again, that was down to Mark Guiu pressing, and the ball just falls to Dewsbury Hall. He's there to sniff out the danger. Very good finish from him as well. He's another one that just needs to keep building on his confidence as well, man. And just be ready for when you're called upon, bro. Because listen, he don't even make certain squads in the Prem. But I thought today was one of his better performances, you know, since he's been at Chelsea, bro. And you know, back to front, defenders didn't really have to do much, man. Like Shamrock were trying to press at times, but then eventually they just gave up, bro. I saw a mad stat right now, people. Yeah, like in terms of the statistics, let me even go through it right now. Right, we had 73% possession, 2.7 xG, 5 big chances. They had 27% possession, 0.21 xG, and 0 big chances. Yeah, I don't know what it is about the Conference League and us sleeping in the box as well, man. Like, guys sleep too much in the box, too much ball watching. There's a couple goals that we've conceded already now in the box in the Conference League, man. Very good finish. When he did that, I was like, you know what, fairs. But we're gonna score again in the next 5 minutes. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that was annoying that went in. But obviously we battered these lot. Cucurella, again, I thought he was good today, just being a pest, just being that experienced player. You know, that was a very good ball from Nkunku to find him there. He had so much space in the box, bro. But to take that on his right foot when he's not even right-footed, get that off the post and in. I love those type of finishes, man. Like I said before, like I said earlier, sorry, on the pod that we did, I honestly think this guy can be like our Aspilicueta, bro, going forward. He's so good, bro. You know what I mean? He's so good, such a good player, and I just love his tenacity. And that's what Aspilicueta was like. He's so likable as well. That's the thing. So another good performance for Cucurella. And in his last 3 games, he's registered a goal involvement. So against Shamrock, he scored. Against Brentford, he scored. And against Tottenham, he got an assist as well. So that was very good from him. You know, I thought Vega was good from the back as well. If you see here, he registered more successful passes, more successful final third passes, and more successful long balls as well. It's the way he just punches the ball in, right? The squad building has been so good, bro, because we're finding players from the back who are able to build the way Maresca wants them to build. He just cuts out so many players in that midfield, the way he just punches it in. There's a time where he just gave it to Nkunku. Nkunku did a bit of a meaty touch and then he got fouled. But I'm like, yo, like, that's what I want to be seeing from my defenders. You have to be able to make those line-breaking passes because we play, our attack is very, very good, right? And it all starts from the back. I thought he had another good performance. Jorgensen didn't really have to do much. The goal, he couldn't really do anything for that one. But again, he didn't really have to do much in the game. I thought, like I said, I thought Madueke was good. Who else is there that I'm thinking of? You know, in the second half, he made a few changes. He obviously took off Madueke. He brought on Harvey Vell. He moved Hattrick to the right. I thought Harvey Vell was okay when he came on, in all honesty. We didn't really see much from Sakyi. He came on towards the end of the game. And there was another guy that came on. I forgot his name now. He was playing at right back. I forgot his name, man. Apologies, people. But he was good when he came on. Let me just make sure that I get his name because that's rude. That's rude of me to not know his name. Where where is it here, bro? He came on. So it was, what's this guy's name, man? So yeah, Harrison Murray Campbell. That's his name. Harrison Murray Campbell. He looked all right when he came on, to be honest with you. And then João Felix and that came on. And to be honest, João Felix in the final third, man. This guy needs to stop trying to perfect certain things, man. Like that shot that he had, bro, you either hit that near post that's going to go in. If you're going to lace it top bins, right? I don't know why he tried to lace it bottom bins all perfectly. That's the annoying thing about Felix. I was telling Couch this in the group chat, bro, before. There's certain... when you guys watch this guy's finishing, right? He tries to perfect things too much. Like he's thinking of compilations, right? And he just overcomplicates some of these easy finishes. It pisses me off, honestly, because this guy can get so many goals. He gets himself in so many good positions. His movement is good, very good IQ, but his end product, especially his finishing, it needs to improve. I like how he tries to shoot from us outside the box a lot, but honestly, his finishing needs to improve, bro, right? Like I said, a big part of that is how he takes his chances. He overcomplicates things at times. It's not good enough, man. But overall, like I said, easy performance, nice and professional. We move on to the next game, man. Big game at the weekend, people. You know, we've got a preview tomorrow. Make sure that you lot are looking out for that one. But Mark Guiu, yeah? Mark Guiu stood up today. Definitely man of the match. But listen, people, let me know who you thought your man of the match was. And yeah, we move on to the next one. Love.